Those legendary ranks are a lot of the talent here in the CWE. I can see a guy like the blue-eyed idol Tyler Colton breaking through to the next level. We've already seen flashes of brilliance with hotshot Danny Duggan, a man destined to be champion once again.
Not to mention Mentolo. Mentolo has been in every major organization across the continent and beyond.
I have met guys that have come in to the CWE that have performed on the levels of the WWE and TNA that don't have the resume of Mentolo.
No, definitely not.
And Mentolo, of course, making his home right here in the CWE. And will he be the next Elite 8 champion, the first Elite 8 champion? Will that happen? You know what? That matchup will be next week. Mentolo will face the winner of this match, Chris Hero and the blue-eyed idol Tyler Colton.
No rest for the wicked, straight into the finals. And you know what? That is fair. That both of the semi-finalists are wrestling on the same show, or both the finalists, pardon me, will be wrestling on the same show. Both men will be equally rested if they're not weeks apart. Some of the opening round matchups kind of worked out that way. That's not happening in the finals. Both men will have been coming off a match from the previous week.
Well, but will Mentolo be 100%? You saw Mr. Incredible just basically take him to the limit. Looks like he sustained an additional leg or a knee or an ankle injury, and then Mr. Incredible with that disgusting sneak attack after the match was over.
I highly doubt that Mentolo will be anywhere near his top peak performance level when we see him next week.
And as we mentioned earlier on, could be an interesting matchup with the student versus the teacher. If Tyler Colton was to prevail in this matchup against Chris Hero, we could see Tyler Colton going one-on-one next week with Mentolo.
I wonder something. Tyler Colton and Mentolo. Tyler Colton was a student of Mentolo for quite some time, for almost 4 years between being a student and being his tag team partner in MMAX and being tag team champions with him. I wonder if Tyler Colton has ever seen Mentolo unmasked in all of that time.
I never have, and I've been around a long time.
I never have. I actually had a match with Mentolo 14 years ago in the year 2000. So that's how long that I've been on the scene. I've seen Mentolo. I've been associates with him for that long, and not once have I seen him unmasked. I've seen him in probably 20 to 30 different masks, but I've never seen him with no mask.
He could be sitting in the crowd. He could be selling popcorn. He could be at the souvenir stand. I don't know what that man looks like.
You know where else he could be? Hotel 6.
He could be resting right now in the Whirlpool.
Exactly, yeah, that's our sponsor of our main event here.
Proud sponsor, yep, Portage Avenue in Headingley there, just past the perimeter. That's where all the stars of the CWE stay, right at Motel 6. If you got friends coming to town, you don't want them lurking in your basement, book them a room at Motel 6.
Who knows, you might catch a glimpse of someone like Chris Hero or Chris Masters or Lita walking through the lobby too.
I know when Lita was in town, she was at the Motel 6.
Oh yeah. I think I saw Brian Rist trying to peep the other way through her peephole on her door, but I guess he didn't realize that they don't work that way.
I don't think she wanted to hang around with Brian Rist.
Oh no.
I mean, I know that they had to tie a dog around Brian Rich's neck just to get the pork chop to play with him. Look at Tyler Colton got out of that.
Tremendous athleticism, not only athleticism but skill of Tyler Colton. That stuff that he's learned from Mentolo, training under one of the best in the world, that is where he picks that up from.
This matchup against Chris Hero, we got to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Wrestling. Chris Hero going one-on-one with the blue-eyed idol Tyler Colton. The winner will advance in the Elite 8 tournament.
Hey Pedro, did you see who that was right as we were coming back from the commercial break there?
I certainly did.
That was Virgil, the manservant of CWE alumni Ted DiBiase. Virgil.
You know what? You never know who's going to drop by a CWE event.
Does this mean maybe we'll see Virgil in a CWE ring sometime in the near future?
You know what? Anything can happen. I know that some of the great stars that have been booked, in fact, we've got the NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion coming to CWE television very, very soon.
Chase Owens, he is one spectacle to be seen. He is a man who can put on a performance, and he is a man who has amassed a lot of wins in his wrestling career.
Another guy coming up from the States, we've seen Sigmund in recent weeks, The Gift, Jason Kincaid, guys like Ricky Starks, Travis Cole. Everybody is gravitating towards Canada's Wrestling Elite.
And just announced, Dave Petro just announced,
what?
Ring of Honor star this October, Jimmy Jacobs, Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion.
I just saw that guy on TV a couple of weeks ago on Ring of Honor.
Yeah, he's coming to the CWE in October. Stay tuned to the website, CWECanada.ca. Go to the Facebook page for tour dates, all being announced shortly. Matchups will be announced to follow after that.
Kevin Cannon dropping the bombshell. That is absolutely huge, as Kevin just said. Be sure and always go to our website, CWECanada.ca, for all the updates, and make it easier on yourself. Just like us on Facebook too.
Exactly. Jimmy Jacobs was in the CWE a couple of years ago. He came up, of course, for a big matchup where he teamed up with Nate Hardy. This was in the days before the Saints of Los Angeles. Teamed up with Nate Hardy to face the team of the Axe and Zach Mercury. Of course, Jimmy Jacobs was a substitute for a man who did some nefarious actions to all the great Canadian fans. That's Psycho Sid, who decided
that we weren't good enough for him. Well, you know what, Psycho Sid? We're not good enough for you. This is Canada's Wrestling Elite.
Exactly.
Just no-showed.
Exactly. Just disappeared. Didn't get on the plane. But Jimmy Jacobs stepping up the back, getting on that plane, and having a great performance where he teamed with Nate Hardy. Maybe he'll team with Nate Hardy again. I don't know what's going to happen there. Stay tuned for matchup announcements. That's this October.
Like, this wasn't even a flight delay or a problem with the border. This guy just decided not to get on the plane.
Yeah, definitely poor professionalism on the part of Sid. But that is behind us, and this is where we are right now. We are in the Elite 8 semifinals. We are watching Tyler Colton take it to Chris Hero. We are watching Tyler Colton getting ready to advance to face his former mentor and tag team
you're just
partner.
counting chickens before they hatch, because Chris Hero has a lot of fight left in him, even though he's being propped up on that chair. And just the Blue-Eyed Idol, I don't know what that was just impressive, the speed he got, and delivered a big boot to the face of Chris Hero.
And as I stated last week, you can advance the Elite 8 tournament via countout. You can advance via disqualification. This isn't a championship match where the title can't change hands. You can leave your opponent laying on the gym floor, climb back in the ring, let him get counted out, and move on to the finals.
Chris Hero now calling on the strength of the fans. Just Tyler Colton able to get a 2 count on him, and now just pushing him down. You know, this is where, I have talked about this before with you, Kevin Cannon. That's a little bit of a disrespectful maneuver, and then Chris Hero coming back saying he's had enough, delivering a chop to the chest of Tyler Colton, and now Tyler Colton pulling his hair, trying to maneuver him. Oh, he's posing too, gonna get him up for the suplex, which is a tremendous maneuver, but he gets caught. 1, 2, able to kick out. Oh, Tyler Colton.
Big boot right to the throat.
Yeah, he did. He stopped that momentum that Chris Hero was starting to build, and he gets a 2 count on a man that is just happy to be here in the CWE and has some impressive victories. We saw him last week defeat Jason Kincaid. The man is on fire in his career and on fire right here in the CWE.
Not only that, this is a man who is one of the most highly regarded professional wrestlers on the independent scene. This is a man who a victory over him will propel your name to the top.
Yeah, one of the biggest free agents out there.
Oh, definitely. Now, Dave, I was thinking something as Tyler Colton was in here wrestling, posing, doing his thing.
2 counts.
You can watch all of CWE TV's archived episodes on YouTube. If you were to go back to some of those first episodes and look at Tyler Colton then and look at him now, would you not say that Tyler Colton has definitely bulked up and put on some additional muscle, some additional strength, been hitting the gym a lot more over the course of the past few months than he was? Not that he was in bad shape then, but he is definitely a lot more of a physical specimen now than he was, say, a year ago.
When we first went on the air, Tyler Colton was more like a tag team specialist, him teaming with Mentolo, the CWE Tag Team Champions. These guys had all the tools, but yeah, we've seen the growth, the evolution of Tyler Colton, and now delivering, what a maneuver, just basically planting him. 1, 2,
over.
Oh my, that was absolutely close. Tyler Colton needs to stay back on his opponent and not worry about what the referee did or didn't do. He needs to keep on Chris Hero, but that was an impressive maneuver. And as you were saying, yes, we have seen the change. We have seen the improvements in the in-ring ability, but we have also seen a bad attitude develop, Kevin Cannon.
All that, and one thing to keep in mind is Tyler Colton is the youngest man on the active CWE roster right now. Tyler Colton still has room to grow. Tyler Colton still has room to improve. Tyler Colton still has a ceiling that he has not yet hit.
dragging his opponent right to the middle of the ring after a tremendous suplex. Tyler Colton now up to the second rope. Is he going right up to the top? Yes, he is.
Are we going to see his moonsault? He learned this from Mental.
He did. He certainly did.
But he does it better. That's the difference.
Oh, and Chris Hero out of the way. Yeah, he got out of the way, though. Oh, my! Setting him up.
Oh, right to the jaw.
Bubbles him. 1, 2, 3. We've got a winner. We have got a winner just seemingly out of nowhere, Kevin Cannon. Chris Hero.